come to my birthday party on December 25th.
I'm there.
And I'll be at you on the 30th.
All right, joining me now with more on the Jeb Bush announcement is former Florida Congressman Colonel Allen West. Colonel, how are you?
I'm doing very well. Merry Christmas, Sean.
All right, what's your take on all this?
Well, I think when you look at by the time we get to 2016, we're going to have a country that's $20 trillion in debt. We're going to have a massive bureaucratic, administrative, regulatory state. And the last thing that we need to see is a big government progressive Republican running against a bigger government progressive socialist Democrat. So the Republican Party has to be able to make a clear delineation between their vision and their goals and objectives to turn around the fundamental transformation of America. And I think the challenge for Governor Bush is going to be his policies on illegal immigration and also Common Core.
How big a challenge?
I think it's going to be an immense challenge because I don't think that you're going to be able to go out and win a presidential nomination without really, you know, I don't want to say kowtowing to, but proven to conservatives that limited government, fiscal responsibility, individual sovereignty, our free market and free enterprise system, and also our strong national defense because our military is being decimated. Those are 5 key points that any Republican nominee is going to have to stress.
You know, I'm very disappointed in John Boehner in the House. For example, he had to go to Barack Obama, Joe Biden, Steny Hoyer, and Harry Reid to get this deal. He didn't talk to any of the conservatives in his caucus when he made this omnibus bill work last week. And what's missing to me with John Boehner is, you know, why not push a CR to fund the government into next year, use the new majority, talk about balancing a budget, talk about energy independence, talk about an alternative to Obamacare, repealing and replacing. They funded Obamacare for the entire fiscal year. Talk about securing the borders. I don't know where he stands. He's not inspiring anybody as a leader that is about to accumulate a lot more power as they have the power of the purse. That, to me, is a huge unforced error.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, and that is the fear as we move forward toward the 2016 election cycle. We have to have Republicans that understand the fundamental conservative principle base, and what John Boehner should have done, exactly what you said, was use a CR that gets us into the new year when you have that Senate majority and a House majority to really get back to regular order and talk about prioritizing those appropriations bills by agencies. And we've lost that. Half of the new Congress will not be able to do anything.
So let's look at the field as Carl was describing it. You may have Senator Cruz, Senator Rand Paul, Marco Rubio may jump into the race. Then you're going to have some governors like Kasich and Walker and a few others, obviously, and Mike Huckabee and Rick Santorum are going to be in the race. Who do you think has the greatest possibility of breaking through? Who are the top 3 people that you like whose names are being mentioned?
Well, I will tell you, you got 3 categories of individuals. You have governors, you have senators, and then you have the others. And what I mean by the others, there's talk, of course, Ben Carson and Carla Fiorina. I don't think Senator Marco Rubio, Mike Pence is one of the governors in there. I don't think Senator Rubio will go forward because you can't have 2 guys right out of Miami-Dade County. But you talked about the success of some of these current governors, like a John Kasich, like a Scott Walker, who has won 3 elections in 4 years. And it's impressive what he has done there in a very blue state in Wisconsin. So he has to be at the top of that, as well as, like you said, Mike Pence and a John Kasich as well.